Ola and Uber have moved to subscription-based model now rather than commission-based model. Why can't we also find a way where we can push Swiggy, Zomato to subscription-based model based on a volume rather than commission-based? That as a industry like NRA or Tamil Nadu or Bangalore, if all of us can come together a platform and tackle this rather going into a commission-based and subscription-based. And your insights on that?
This Swiggy, the aggregators, put it like that, right? Simply name anybody. We have been having a fight with these guys in Bangalore. In fact, the last month we had a long chat with Swiggy people, and now it seems in the last couple of days we have received complaints from Zomato also. So, to all the people who are restaurant owners here, to tackle them we need to be united, which we are not. Because most of us are dependent on their business. So in fact, in the meeting with them, I told them that we are not dependent on you and you are dependent on us. And they agree with it. But unfortunately, if we want to switch off Swiggy, Zomato for one day, will all of us be united? No, we won't. So if you cannot do that, we cannot handle this situation. We cannot. And as you said, the commissions, a lot of people, when they do their pricing, you have to work backwards. Don't mark it up on your existing price. You do the calculation, post everything, and do the reverse calculation. I charge 45% extra to my customer if he's buying anything. If he's buying 100 rupees stuff from my restaurant, I'm charging him 145 rupees. If you don't do that, you will be losing money out of your menu price. So if that is not taken care, we are going to face this problem. Now, the only good thing I would say in Bangalore, which is happening, I think right now, Rapido has come up with an app. They are doing something on your subscription basis, what they are doing. I think they have experimented in a few areas, and they have started onboarding as only, it's called as only. And it has started coming in Bangalore. In fact, my restaurant, they have called yesterday, and they are onboarding me this week sometime. So if this happens, I think this is one of the things which we have to encourage. They have zero commission on anything, and they're going to charge you, if the order is below 200 rupees, I think, they charge you a 30 rupees as commission, because below 200 they have some condition, and above that it is all zero. So we only hope such apps come in, and we hope that it will definitely happen if there is support from restaurant owners here. If restaurant owners doesn't cooperate with this aspect, we cannot do a thing about it, because a lot of them, I don't blame the restaurant owners, because they each, some of them are doing 10-15% of their sales is based on Swiggy or Zomato online aggregators. So it's very difficult for them to give off that sale. So if you can be united for a day, and NRAI and the Bangalore Hotel Association can switch it off for a day, they will know the power of the hotel industry.
Should happen all over together.
No, if you can do it, that is fantastic, but it won't. Let us do state-wise first or city-wise. Let us try that. One day we have to show them that if we are united, you can tackle this. Otherwise, we simply cannot. And as you said, subscription-based, it's very difficult. They have wasted money out of this. Now, subscription-based, they will never come to this. It's a ruled-out subject. You don't even have to talk about it. But I only hope that Rapido will succeed in this, because they have the infrastructure, they have the delivery partners are ready with them, and their commission model is very good if it clicks. And I would request everybody to go on board immediately with them.
I don't know how many of you know, I think Swiggy is a company that charges commission even on the GST.
I know, we have been fighting with that. In fact, the last meeting I told them, but by law it is not allowed. In fact, we gave the representative of the finance ministry that they are doing this. So let us see what happens.
They've been paying it for the last 7-8 years.
And we have had this argument, and I have checked out legally that what they're doing is wrong. Whereas Zomato doesn't do this.
Yeah, Zomato doesn't.
Doesn't
That's
do
what
this. Yeah.
Swiggy is a company.
Swiggy is doing it, and I don't know. Let's see what happens. We are fighting the cause.
Last question to you. I mean, AI is a very complex, very, very advanced software. But when it comes to restaurant industry, how do you think adaptability should be? How user-friendly do you think it will be for us to use? Because know or don't know, we even still have about 30 to 40 people are uneducated. Most of them don't know much of the system knowledge. And they should also be able to understand such a formula. How do you think we can educate them? And how do you think we can bring on such changes in the system?
Sure, I think that's a great question. So, if you look at, I think I was looking at, like, for example, like a dosa batter, it took around 40 years to bring into a packet food where it goes to the market, and where the millet instead of the dosa is trying to be in 4 years. So now most of the brands who are trying to build a product, they are looking at a more on a other strategy of that, okay, how I can make this as a packet products in my future scale point of view. Like, for example, you have a unique recipe which you wanted to make sure that, okay, that can be scaled into a also packet food as well. So your three things is required. One is that you need a self-stability and you need a regulatory compliance, and the second is unit economics. So what AI is trying to do, like, where Better Labs and AI is trying to do is basically it's simplifying the process. So for example, as I think, like, for example, when the ChatGPT and Google Gemini has come into our life, everybody can, like, I remember when I was in IIM Bangalore, my professor used to say that, okay, if you can read my paper, then I will be in sense of, fail in my, the whole thesis of paper which I have submitted. Because the paper should be so high in sense of an intellectual point of view, so that you can't read it. Now through Gemini and ChatGPT, we can able to read different kind of papers, we are able to different kind of resources we are able to do. Similarly, the AI is going to help a lot of into the food tech, food builders who are building their brands. In a very simplified manner, it can give you that whole scientific knowledge, which I think Dr. Triyu was talking about it. Like, for example, what ingredient does, what ingredient has the chemical reactions to what ingredient, does that ingredient has the protein intake or not intake, is it ingredient is going to work for fiber or not. So all this is going to very simplify so that adoption is going to be much more easier. I would suggest you give it a try at Better Labs platform. You will able to see that how simplify. It gives you a step down process how it works. And the best thing is that the IP is yours, so you are not sharing with anyone. So you are just sharing with the platform where you are just communicating as like a WhatsApp or something. And that storing your data in there itself, and we don't have any visibility for it. But you are basically now trying your innovations to be a next level. So the innovation is the key, which is, I think Dr. Thiru will say that, we are lacking of innovation. I don't think we are lacking of innovations. We have a lot of ideas in our head, because we need a lot of stakeholders to build a product innovations to be workable. That's where we're stuck. Now I think the AI is going to change the whole game of it.
You can also tell your pricing. I mean, when you told about your product, it was going to be very expensive. When you told me the pricing, I was like, okay.
No, the prices are very, very cheap. Like, for example, so I was telling that, making avocado ice cream as a product, you can just only buying avocado price, you can able to build a product now. So that's the enhancement of AI is bringing, where you are spending 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs for a product development. That's going to be drastically changed to the price which AI is going to bring in food industry now.
So thank you everyone. I mean, if you guys have any questions,